A Fox Carolina First Alert Weather Day update.
Good morning, everyone. So we do have a First Alert Weather Day happening today and then again tomorrow. I will say today is going to be the more impactful day. We are already seeing pretty decent winds out there. We started breezy yesterday. They did kind of dip down a little bit overnight, but we're back to it. Strong winds coming our way, 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. Tropical storm strength for some of us. Heavy rain to pair with it too. Anywhere from 1 to 3 inches for most of us. Some seeing anywhere from 4 or 5 inches dropping. Therefore, we're talking about flash flooding, that risk for it. We're talking about the risk for power outages, downed trees, anything like that, mountain landslides. There's a chance for it. All due to, of course, Hurricane Ian right now. You know, it's going to end up being tropical storm strength once it does hit land. We're still tracking it. It is still a Category 1 right now. Max winds around 85 miles per hour within the Atlantic, strengthening as it does hit the coastline anywhere from Charleston to Myrtle Beach, expected to reach land, second time landfall, around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Then moving north-northeast, continuing that direction a bit more west, arcing around and hitting anywhere from the Charlotte region. Moving east, that track continues to move just a bit east. This is nothing new, I would say. It was newer from late last night. We're still 145 miles south-southeast currently of Charleston at this point. Even though we're not under this cone of uncertainty, that does not mean we're not going to be impacted by this. And we're not going to see, strong winds. We're not going to see heavy rain. We still absolutely will, some more than others. And we're going to talk about who has that higher chance of it. Anywhere from Charlotte to Columbia, they are underneath that tropical storm warning. Our only county that's under this is Newberry. The rest of us are under wind alerts until tomorrow morning due to gusts around 30-40 miles per hour. Asheville, Hendersonville, Spartanburg, Greenville, Lawrence, and Newberry, you have the worst of this. Winds already ramping up out there, gusts around 30 to 40 miles per hour. Noticing that difference. Stronger winds hitting by 3, 4, 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock, 7, when we start to see those heavy rain bands too pairing with it. Overnight, winds will die down and we have a much better Saturday for us. Still a First Alert Weather Day, though mainly Saturday morning, I will say. Rain coming in later on this afternoon, going to keep us within the 50s to 60s. So cold, chilly rain with windy conditions out there coming in from the northeast. Starting around 10 o'clock would be the earliest from Spartanburg to Greenville, Lawrence, and Newberry. Moving north-northeast with the heavy rain bands hitting around 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Yet again, with those strong winds pairing together from Asheville to Hendersonville, Spartanburg, Lawrence, Greenville, and Newberry. That eastern side of our coverage area is going to see the worst of it. With heavy rain coming back in through the mountains overnight into early tomorrow morning, we get breaks around 5, 6 o'clock. That's when we'll start to see the drier time, the drier air moving on in. At that point, our totals could be anywhere from 1 to 3 inches for a majority of us for rain. That higher amount, 3, 4 inches anywhere from Asheville and Hendersonville off to the north and east. Even Spartanburg, parts of the upstate, barely clipping us. We could see flash flooding due to a lot of rain coming in a quick amount of time. One of the reasons why we have the First Alert Weather Days today and tomorrow, as well as gusty winds, which I think is going to be more so of a bigger threat for us. Power outages are definitely going to be possible later on this evening into tonight. Then we start to break out the sunnier conditions, drier conditions starting Sunday into next week. Next week does look very nice for us, but we can't obviously, surpass what's going to be happening today. We're just getting started here. The worst of it coming later on this afternoon and evening around dinner time. I'll get your riding